So a hooded eye is probably one of the most common issues that people have when they're looking to put on their eye makeup and they feel like they just have nothing but skin hanging down over their lid, because pretty much that's what they do, is they have, you know, the skin just hanging down there. Like you can see in my eye, like if I look straight ahead, you can't see my lid at all, right? So, and I have a pretty decent size from here to here to put on makeup, but there's people with smaller eyes really where when they're looking straight ahead, it doesn't even look like they have any lid at all. So in today's video, I'm gonna share with you how I apply makeup to a hooded eye that really kind of just opens up that eye and kind of camouflages that you have a hood. So whether or not you were born with a hooded eye or you kind of like developed one, like I have developed one over the years. I never used to have a hooded eye, but now, you know, thanks to gravity and age, like I do, and this is what I do to apply makeup on my hooded eye. So if that interests you, continue watching. Okay, so first off, what I do is I use an eye primer. I find that using an eye primer is probably, especially if you have a lot of discoloration on your lid, is probably gonna be key, because you're really gonna get those true colors popping through. So my favorite eye primer is Paint Pot. It's flesh tone. It's in the color Painterly. I've had this I have like 2 of these open now. And it will last forever as long as you put that lid right back on there as soon as you're done using it. And you can see it's a very thin layer of just kind of evens out any texture on my eyelid. And it also just, if I have any discoloration, it just kind of evens that out. So you're, you know, putting eyeshadow on an even playing field. Okay, next I'll go in and I'll just take, and this is just gonna be a basic hooded eye tutorial. I would go in and just take like my lightest color, probably like this one here, and just kind of go over and give my entire lid a wash of color. I'm gonna take this BK Beauty brush here. I'm gonna go into this color here. You can see it's a very flesh tone color too, and that's just gonna set that Paint Pot in place, and it's also just gonna give my lid a very even flesh tone color, right? Tuck my hair back, and I'm gonna go in. I may have to use this mirror and go in. And I'm gonna just go right across and go back and forth. And you can already see how by doing that, like it already opened up that eye compared to this eye over here, right? So it's just like, it's just a bit of a process to do, but once you have it nailed down, it's quite easy to do. And if you need a good set of brushes, these BK Beauty brushes are lovely, I have to say. And I am a snob when it comes to makeup brushes. Okay, so there you go. That's about what I have on there now, and that's really what I'm gonna do as far as, you know, just putting like a wash of color there. Next I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna take this pencil brush here, and I'm gonna go in with the darker color. I'm gonna just kind of go up one stage here to this color. I'm just gonna dab that in there. And from here, I'm just gonna look straight ahead. I'm gonna look straight ahead and go right in here. You see where that hood is coming down here? You see it on both sides. I'm gonna go in there. You can even tilt your head back a little bit so you can see where you're putting it, and then look straight ahead. You see how it kind of just, you don't see it anymore when you put your head down? Go right in there and do this side. So you should look something like that when you're done. Next I'm gonna go in, and I'm just gonna take a clean brush, and I'm gonna go back, and I'm just gonna kind of blend that in there. And can you see already how that kind of just lifted up that eye? And it doesn't look like it has a hood anymore, because you're using that darker color and it's just pushing that lid back a little bit there. Okay, go in, just blend it in, stay right in that area there. Next I'm going to go in and I'm just going to take a light color, like this lightest color here. Now you can use like a shimmer or whatever you like to put across your lid. But for the sake of today's video, I'm just going to go in there with a light color and put that right across here. Because if you look at anybody with a really severe hooded line, you never ever see that lid, right? When they're looking at you, all you see is that hood area. So next what you want to do is you do want to line that lash line, right? Because you do want to add a little bit more depth across there so your eyes don't look small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to take, what color am I? I'm going to take this dark color here, right here. from the Patrick Ta palette. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna take this very small flat brush so that I can go right across that lash line, just to kind of make that eye pop. And what I do is I go right in here. Because you do see the lashes on somebody with a hooded eye, right? But you just don't see anything that you're doing above those lashes. So I'm just really going in there and smudging that out. I'm gonna take that same brush that I made the guide with the hooded eye, and I'm gonna go in and just kind of blend that in there. And I'm gonna go across that lash line and just kind of smudge it out and keep lifting it up on the corner with that darker color, and just really kind of smudge out a bit of a liner there, like so. Okay, you can see how that kind of just like lifted up that eye and brought it out. But I did get a little messy underneath there, so I want to go in and clean that up. I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer and go up underneath here. Take this brush here and go up and clean that up. Going upwards like so. Yeah, I like the way that looks better. I don't want anything going out, or we want it to kind of be lifted going up. You can see the difference between this eye and that eye, right? For me, like the mature eye is all about just really enhancing those, you know, the features there. So again, I'm gonna take this flat brush with the darker color and go right across that lid there and kind of press in. Okay, take that pencil brush again and go in there and smudge that out. So there you go. So there it's kind of like definitely more lifted and open than when it was, and it's not too heavy. I'm going to take this Lash Extend mascara from e.l.f. and go in there and put some mascara on, and that will be the finishing touches. If you guys are interested, I created a guide. It's for healthy glowing skin and healthy hair. If you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description box below, but it's a guide with all of my like favorite products and things that you can do to kind of help your skin and improve your hair so that your hair is healthy and your skin is glowy. So I'll leave that in the description box below. And then guys, you can always feel free to throw on like a corner lash at the end. Like we have these velour self-stick lashes that you can just kind of go in and just kind of give a little pop to the end of your eyes, and that will just kind of lift them up and open them up too. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you did gain any value, again, please consider subscribing. Okay, bye-bye.